a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, if you increase the altitude, does it result in more gravity? Yeah,
Uh,
gravitational pull.
See, gravitational, like let's say you're calling your friend. Now, would he hear the intensity of your voice more when he's closer to you or away from you?
He's closer to you.
Closer to you. So your effect would be greater on your friend when he's closer to you.
Okay.
Similarly, if a mass is away from Earth, then effect of gravity, I mean Earth's gravity on that mass would be definitely less.
Okay.
Got it? So it's another interaction. So a force which is applying, if the object is closer, then the interaction would be more. If the object is away, then the interaction would be less. So that is why when we defined acceleration due to gravity, we said close to the surface of Earth. When we defined acceleration due to gravity, what did we say? We took only close to the surface of Earth, because as we go away, the acceleration due to gravity will decrease, and it will decrease considerably when we go quite far. Is that clear? Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Fine. So now, this is clear. Every action has equal and opposite reaction, and action and reaction always act on different bodies. Fine. So now let's see the next thing. Can you give me examples where examples of Newton's or situation? Can you give me, let's say, examples where Newton's third law is applicable?
Sir, one place where it can.
Anything that comes to your mind. Situations where Newton's third law is applicable.
Every action has an equal and opposite meaning. Like, for example, if you throw a ball to the wall, it'll come back with the same force you threw it. Can that be?
So what is it? If you throw the ball on the wall, the ball comes back.
Yes, sir. The ball comes back with the force you threw it out. And
Okay.
that can be every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Good. That's a good attempt.
So the action is throwing the ball. The reaction is the wall giving the ball back. But yeah.
Not exactly. Action is ball hitting.
So it's just like a spring mechanism.
Yeah, it's like a spring mechanism. So action is what? Ball hitting the wall, and reaction is what? Wall reflecting the ball. I hope that's clear.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Right? Yeah.
So this applies to everything, no?
You give me something like when it applies. So if somebody, let's say in your exam you get a question, give two examples of Newton's third law. What would be your example? One example Arya gave. Arya, let others give the answers, right? Yes,
yeah,
anyone
sure.
else? Yeah, Alex, can you think of any other one? Kirtana, go ahead.
So walking, for example, then we are putting pressure on the ground. It's gravitational pressure as well as the pressure, our weight. But then we're not sinking into the ground. There's a opposite reaction where we're standing.
So your example is standing. Is your example standing or walking?
Walking.
Okay, walking. So can you tell me what is action and what is reaction?
Action is where we are putting pressure on the floor or the surface, and reaction is where the ground is pushing back.
So in which direction are you going? Forward or backward?
Forward.
Forward. So are you pushing the ground backward or downward?
Downward.
So how can both of them be action and reaction? You see, Kirtana, your example is not wrong, but the way you explain is not very clear, right? Walking is definitely a example of Newton's third law. Yes, anything else? Alex, I want you to answer. Alex is offline.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, so
Yeah.
if you jump and apply force on the ground, sir, the ground will apply the same force on you.
Yeah, that's good. So jumping. So Kirtana, this is more direct, right? Jumping is you push the ground down and ground pushes you up. Like whenever you want to jump, you'll bend down and then take up, right? Why do you bend down? We are trying to push the ground with a greater force. Yeah, Naisha, any example? Veda, Veda, any example? Veda, Naisha, any examples? Any example, anything that comes to your mind? Yes.
I'm not sure, but
Fine.
like a
Many,
balloon,
okay,
like a
balloon.
balloon, like how
Yeah.
is it a balloon?
Let her explain. Arya, let her explain, and then you can ask the question.
Yes.
Later, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm not sure, but uh, like when you like put the air in it and it's released, it obviously goes upwards. Not always, only if it has helium.
Oh, well, Arya, let her complete. You can.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so fine. I understand you know about it. I'm sorry. So now, if it is a balloon, now balloon goes up. That's in fact the next topic that we're going to study. That's because if you fill air whose density is less than the surrounding air, then the balloon would go up. So you fill helium, you fill hydrogen, it will go up. Even to some extent, you fill oxygen, even then it will go up.